Is it on? Welcome back to another episode of Is It On? I'm your host, Marques Williams, and today I will be making goulash. In front of me, I have my ingredients. So I already pre-cooked my noodles already. Not all the way, but until to a point where they're soft. I have my tomato sauce. So I have this I have fresh squeezed tomato sauce, but if you want to get this in Walmart, you definitely could. I have my onions. I have my seasons. Now the seasons is really optional. You can just use what you want. It's just for me, I need season for it. This is optional too. I have my my ground sliced turkey sausages. You could use pork, but I just rather use that. And I have my mozzarella cheese. The cheese is another thing that's optional. You don't have to add cheese, but you could. So the first thing, oh yeah, this is the tomato sauce. The first thing you would want to do is cut on your pot. I would tell you you should get it like a deep pot because all this ingredients is gonna go in one pot. So you just turn it on, put it on high. The first thing I'm going to do is we're gonna use my ground beef. I think you could use ground beef or you could use ground chicken, but a common way I would like to use is ground beef. A thing that you should know about your ground beef is you don't have to put butter or oil in the pot because the ground beef is gonna make its own oil, because it makes its own fat, whatever. So we're just gonna have that out. Right now we're just waiting for the pot to get hot right now. In the meantime, we're gonna use our adobo, our parsley. If you have garlic, use your garlic. If you have garlic powder, you can use garlic powder too. Like me, I have chopped up onions and I'm gonna use onion powder. I don't know, it just does something to it for me. Then I feel like this is my favorite season to use now, is my lemon pepper. See, like I said before, it's really up to you on how you wanna cook your dishes. Then paprika, they say, to me this tastes like nothing. I mean, we're just gonna speak the truth here. We just use it for, I think, color, in my opinion. But our pot is hot already. We're going to add our ground beef in here. Just gonna throw that out. You don't want to keep that, for real. And right now you just want to, I wish there was a camera. You just want to smash it down, because one thing I realized about making ground beef and not just making this particular dish is when you're trying to ground the beef and when you're making it in the pot, you want to try to knock out a lot of the lumps. Usually I wouldn't be using this spoon. It's this thing that you can order. It's like a mash. It looks like something you mashed potatoes with, but it's just got 3. Oh my God, I wish I could get y'all a picture, but I can't. So right now you just want to do it like that. And then when this turned brown, then you should add your onions. Like other people, when they making this, see, I make it different. I'm not doing all that. A lot of people make it different. Some people I seen people use green peppers and red peppers, onions. Somebody just told me that they put theirs in the microwave. I mean, not the microwave, I'm sorry. In the oven. I mean that is a way you can make it, but in my opinion, that's just going a little over the board. This is not mac and cheese. And another thing I should address, oh my God, I should address this. Before I started making this, right? Before I was like, okay, I'm gonna make goulash or whatever, I thought goulash was hamburger helper in my way. Meaning, hamburger helper, if you think about it, it comes in a box. And goulash, these are the steps that you have to put in to get your finished product that you want, right? I never knew that hamburger helper really came in a box, because when I made it I never made it from the box, just to say. So I just wanted to say that because I know people, if it's just not me, but some people may get confused in making that. So now, I like to add, even though like my meat is not done yet, but I want to add my onions because I like my onions to be cooked down. I don't like to bite into it and it still tastes like popcorn. Like, we're not doing that. We're just not doing that. Oh, they're gonna eat me up. By the way, these are fresh cut. This is just a whole onion. I just sliced them up before. And okay, we like onions in here. Like, now we just waiting to brown this up again. As that's cooking, you may wanna just add your sausages now, because everything is cooking in about a time. You wanna add your tomato sauce in last. So you can add this. Oh, what is going on? You know what this remind me of? This, with all this meat going in this one pot, this reminds me of making without pasta. This is just a reminder. It reminds me of making gumbo. This is like, I don't know. And you want to get all your meats. You want to get all your meats in, and you want them all cooked before you add your sauce. So that's why, if you trying to wonder why I just put all the meats in this pot, because the sauce is gonna go in this pot. But I need my meat to be cooked, because the sauce, it just doesn't make sense to put your sauce in the pot with your meat not cooked. Like, no. And then if you realize I didn't season it yet, only because, back to what I said before, I want this to be cooked all in one time, and I want this to be seasoned all in one time. So I don't have to worry about, well, is my goulash too salty? Is it not? Is there even seasoning at all? Like, no, we're not doing that either. So, we're just gonna wait till that gets. And then, in the meantime, we can pick out the seasons that I may use. So we're gonna use adobo first. This season right here plays a big part in everything I cook, because this is like the season that makes it taste like, even though you're eating chicken, but this just give it that little taste that everything else is missing. So you just want to season it. Okay. You got to think about it, because the tomato sauce, in my opinion, I do feel like I'm gonna have to season this like probably one more time, only because the tomato sauce is straight plain. Like, it's just tomato sauce. So you're gonna have to season it again. So for the ones that be like, oh no, he's adding too much season, no. If you want to eat it bland, you eat it bland then. But this is not bland. We're gonna add parsley. I really like parsley because to me it just gives it that Italian look. Like, we just love that here. Like, you want to add as much as you want. Want to add the rest of your onion powder. Oh yes, and then the thing about it, when you're cooking, you get to smell all the seasons that's in the air right now. So that, you want to add your garlic. It doesn't matter what garlic you have. You can have the sliced garlic. You can have the ones. I just get these because, I don't know, it's easy access. Easy access. My lemon pepper. I do feel like I'm gonna have to season this again, only because of the tomato sauce. It's really like just bland. And now we're just I'm gonna stir this up. Oh my God, that smells so good. Oh my God. And it's crazy thing, I knew I made this dish before. Then we're gonna add our it was like sazon, but it's just the yellow pack. Add our sazon. Oh my God, this smells really good. Like, you can smell the adobo. You can smell the garlic. You can smell the lemon pepper. You can smell all the seasons I use for this. Now that's how it should be. We're just gonna wait a little minute. We just want this to turn a little more brown. Oh, now this is what you call food. Okay, now we can add the tomato sauce. You can add the tomato sauce. Again, if you're lazy, just go to Walmart and get the canned one, because I feel you when you say you don't want to, you don't feel like doing all this. I feel you. Now you just want to stir it up. Oh, now that was enough. You see? Now that was enough. So now we're really halfway through the project, really. Oh, Now this is what you may want to do. So this don't pop. Just stir it up. Okay, we're gonna turn it back up. The only reason you see me turn it up and down is because it's popping. Like if you ever made grits, before, and it's like it's almost done, it always starts popping. Like, already got time for that. Matter of fact, we can test it in a few. Actually, we're gonna taste this. I really just want to taste the sauce, so. Whew. And like I said, it's very much bitter and very much like it's missing something, and I know what it's missing. So it's missing the adobo, it's missing the sugar, and it's missing butter. And another rule you want to do, you want to taste your food as you go, because if your friend's not telling you how it tastes, they just not. I don't think they know how it's really supposed to taste. So you want to do that. Make this work. You want to add a slice of butter. Slice of butter. You want to add your sugar. Now, it's really up to you. Now, of course, I'm not making it sweet like Kool-Aid. Like, this is not Kool-Aid. You wouldn't want to make it taste like Kool-Aid, but you want to have like some type of sweetness. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't. I just don't know how to explain something like that. Not yet. But if you taste it, you would definitely understand what I mean. And then, just want to wash your hands. And then just stir it up. Now, the last part you want to do, you want to add your noodles. The last part. And just because you have a whole bunch of noodles in a bowl doesn't mean you have to add all your noodles. Like, that just, you know. So, just move it around. And if y'all don't know, the way I boil these, I just put them in the pot with water for like 20 minutes, a pinch of salt, and a little bit of oil, and that's it. The only like, I don't want you to pour them. I would just want you to like use like a spoon as you pouring them in. So it's like you don't overfill it, or you don't feel like it's too much noodles and less sauce. You see, if I would have poured this whole bowl in here, I would have been tight. Oh, this looks really nice. You want to use your mozzarella cheese. Now, it's really, like I said, optional. Again, you can use shredded cheese, you can use any type of cheese. It's just, I don't know. I think this cheese is just fit for it, for this meal. Like I also learned today, you can put this in a I keep thinking of a microwave. You could definitely put this in the oven, but I never done it that way. That doesn't mean I'm exempt from doing it. Like, I will try it and I will let y'all know how it comes out. But this is the way of making it on the stove. It's so easy too, like. And this is how I make my goulash. So as you can see the sausages, you can see the meat, you can see the tomato sauce, you can see how the noodles don't look soft or hard or anything. And then when it's done, I normally just add like my parsley to make it look nice. So you could just, and boom, we have homemade goulash. Make sure y'all follow us on our Utica Instagram page, UticaTV.